Well, welcome back people to the channel. Thank you for coming back yet again to KK and EV. I appreciate you doing that. Just come out of the way somewhere to a place called Slash Lane. Now, yeah, slash as in water. This place has been known for some serious flooding. This is what's left of one here. Now, what happens with Slash Lane is that from the very top here, all the way down here, all the way through, it gets up to about 1 meter deep. So yeah, not great. And as I've come up here, yeah, I found someone's trash. So, you know, when you leave your trash down here, folks, just make sure you don't leave addresses or anything in there, because it's me who's having to take this home now and put it in my bin. So the dirty bugger that left this here, thank you so much for looking after the countryside. Anyway, let me just get this in the trunk or the boot, depending on where you come from in the world. I hate to see this, I really do. So we'll get this stuck in here. And it's the devil when you have to take other people's trash home, but there you go. But this is, like I say, Slash Lane, just between Sowerby and Barrow-upon-Soar. And yes, it is the River Soar that gives you the problems here. Old bottles, and you know, you can tell this is all from the flood that's been down here. And I'll put a link to someone who's actually been here and done a few of the floods. Now, I'll bring you down here to talk about this baby and what I'm going to do and how to go forward. This has been a great car. I'm still in love with it, still does everything I want it to do, and what I'm about to say may shock a few of my subscribers. I'm thinking of changing the Tesla. Yeah, shock horror. I've had it for nearly 3 years. Its first MOT's coming up in November. So yeah, is it time to say goodbye? You know, it'll fly through an MOT. It's still got a year's Tesla warranty and a full battery warranty on it for quite a while yet, so that's not an issue. But let me explain why I'm thinking of, you know, moving the Tesla on, not because of anything to do with Elon Musk. Now, my American subscribers and my American watchers may well think that. There's a massive divide now that if you drive one of these things, i.e. a Tesla of any sort, you are a Musk lover and a right-wing extremist, and you're supporting his ways and his format of thinking. Well, hold on, folks. Let's just stop it there. This car is not a symbol of politics. Can I just say that? This big T in the middle of this here, it means Tesla. It doesn't mean Elon. It doesn't mean Musk. Or there is a post on the channel all about this and this symbolism things. I'm not going to rant too much about it. It's up here. Yep, go watch it. It's worth a quick watch, actually, of how I see the big divide between Tesla fans and non-Tesla fans because of politics, not because of the car. Now, luckily, this is not happening so much in the UK. We're a bit more, how can I say it without offending my American friends? We're a bit more open-minded. We're not so right and left in politics. Let's you know, concentrate on the car. Forget bloody Musk. Forget Elon, or whatever he wants to call himself, or Leon as some people are calling him. Let's concentrate on the cars. There is no way that anyone out there, unless they are very, very jealous of never owning a Tesla, never driven a Tesla, or just taking his political views to the extreme again and using it as a symbol, can dislike the format of this thing, the concept of it, the idea of it, because everything is still perfect of those things, i.e. futuristic thoughts, the range that these things go to, the actual speed of these things. It's all, you know, a plus, not a minus. So I'm going to miss the actual speed of this. Off the mark for the standard model, this, you know, this will eat most V8 so-called cars up to about 50. Off the lights, hello, and whatever. And I have driven, you know, the Model Y, which is up there. You'll see that when I went to Nottingham. If you want to watch that one as well. Why are you not watching these? You should know about this. We went to Nottingham Service Centre, and the lovely lady there gave me a Model Y to use, performance model. So I took my son out in it, the other KK, connected to the channel, and he, you know, we both fell in love with the performance of it. So some of you may be wondering, hold on, KK, you're telling me it's got the performance you want, it's got the range to a point you want, and everything works. Why are you moving away from it? Personal reasons more than anything else, and that is that I am now 66 plus. I'll be honest with you. KK is 67 on his next birthday. I know, I don't look it. 67 on his next birthday. Forget the looks. It's all dying. It's all fading. But I know, you know, my body's changing and you know, getting in and out of this sometimes because it's quite low slung Model 3. I'm suffering one of my knees and I've got to think about these things, you know, and sad as it is, like I say, 67 next birthday in March. Yeah, I've got to reconsider my motoring thoughts. And I'm very lucky that I've actually got the money to, you know, upgrade this. Some people haven't out there. I appreciate that. This is an LFP. This has got the matrix lights, you know, up front. It was the semi-facelift model back in very, very late 21. So it's a 2022 spec Tesla Model 3. Made in China as well, which is even better because the build quality is superb. I've got to say that. I've got to say it because there's people out there saying Tesla build quality is rubbish. No, it is not. Come and have a look. Come and look at the panel gaps. Show me where the wind's blowing in. Show me anything that's fell off. Yeah, I've had a few bits through service, but why not while it's under warranty? You'd be silly not to. And as you all know, on this channel, I've spent a fair bit of money on it, on extras and bits and parts, and there's another video you can watch. It's all about, you know, extras for the Model 3 and Model Y up there, look. Yep, that one there. But, you know, go and watch that if you want to. That's all about the extras for this thing, and you'll see what I've put on. So I really don't want another Tesla at this stage. If you follow my channel, you know, you will see that I've been waiting for this Model Tesla 2 to come along, which I've now been told by Elon, not direct, he ain't my friend, through socials, that it's not going to happen. The robo-taxi is the nearest you're going to get. So massive, massive kick up the arse for me, because I was planning for 2025 to put a big deposit down on one of these things and buy one, brand new. That is not going to happen now. So because of the Tesla 2 not happening, I feel my time with Tesla may well be done. I'm going to show you 4 cars that I'm interested, okay, in, and I'll tell you why. I'll go through one after the other and see if you agree or disagree with my comments about them. It is obviously down to budget as well. I mean, I'm not got an open budget here, folks, because if I did, I'd be buying a brand new one of these cars we're looking at. I'll put the pictures of 4 cars up now, or 4 parts of the car, and see if you know what 4 I'm thinking about. And then before I go any further and tell you all about them. So it's all about this post. It's all about moving on. It's all about keeping away from cruises. It's all about keeping away from lodge life for a while and getting back to the fundamentals of the channel. And that's electric vehicles and sustainability and everything else, and renewables. Let's do it. Now, as I said, I have thrown a bit of a curveball with one of these. Guess the number. It's not actually released until January next year here in the UK, but it will be in the price as a new car. Okay, here's the curveball car. This is the BYD ELON Seal GT. Comes in 2 formats of battery size, the smaller one giving around 200-mile range in the real world, and the larger battery should give you around 300. Now, this car should retail in the UK for under 35k, brand new with a very long warranty on the battery, and it will carry the latest BYD batteries. So, looks like a good car. It is a variation of the Seal, like I say, but more of the hatchback style, which would suit me more so than a 4-door car. So yeah, that's the curveball, folks. The ELON GT from BYD. One small thing to remember, this might not be available in the UK until after March next year. Will that be too late for me? Who knows? Looks a nice car. Now, the Kia EV6 GT line is obviously faster in the full GT spec, as you see here. This is just too much for me. I love the speed of a car. This is over 500 brake horsepower. Torque is enormous. The problem is with this, you lose the range. You're down to about 200 mile max range. So I'm going to keep with the GT line, obviously, because it's the better spec. But you need the S. Now, the S GT line is where you get all the extras. Now, within my budget, the GT, the fast one, doesn't come with as many extras as I want or require. I'm not going to leave the Tesla behind and go for something that's not got as many options. And this is why I want a bit more out of it if I'm going to leave the Tesla behind. So, yep, full GT spec one, the quick one, is not for me, I'm afraid. Okay, time to look for a large SUV within my top four, the Nissan Ariya. Very nice inside, very well styled, does come with the haptic controls, which I don't know if I'm going to be pleased about. They can be a hit and miss thing. But yeah, very clean, very subtle inside, all flat bedded at the back, look, for cargo, which is great. Lots of cargo space in the rear. It is more of a family SUV, so would it bore me a little more? I don't know. As regards to styling, outside the exterior, not as exciting as two of the other cars I'm looking at, but it is well within my budget, and it's a great, well put together car. It doesn't charge as quick as the other two, and for that reason, I'm a bit skeptic about it. But there you go, the Nissan Ariya, not to be left behind at all. Good family SUV, but do I really want a big SUV? Now here are the haptic controls, touch and go as you see, but a lot of people don't like them. And I don't feel that this front digital display is as nice as a couple of other cars I'm looking at. But there you go, it does have E-Step, which controls the regen, just like the early Nissan Leaf. But I don't know if it's for me. Okay, last and final, GV60 from Genesis. This is Kia and Hyundai put together. This is the best of what they can offer. So all as what are options on the EV6 GT line are pretty much standard on this GV60. They're not so common. They are a bit rare to find in good order. And they were very, very expensive when they came out. I think it was like mid 60,000 for the top of the range, top spec model. So yeah, a good looking thing, well worth a look at. So I've decided to finish this one off here. So I hope you enjoyed those four cars that I'm thinking of getting rid of the old Tesla for. I will be very, very sad to see this go if I go that route or route, depending on where you are in the world. Do I wait till March maybe or late February for BYD to come out with their new Seal U6 GT? But it needs to prove itself a bit more yet before I'm investing 35k into what is a car brand I know nothing about. Now, you people out there are going to say, oh, BYD is great, you know, they already proved themselves in the home markets, and yes, so far, so good. So it really leaves one of the other three. Now, you tell me which one you would buy if you had 36k lying about. Now, I know it sounds flippant to say that, but don't forget, I'm going to get, you know, a fair chunk of that back from this Tesla. So it ain't all coming out of my skyrocket, you know what I mean? You know, one is that, i.e. the Nissan is a larger, more definite SUV over the two other crossovers, as they call them. So I'll leave you with that thought. Comment below, like I say, very intrigued which you would go for. Just to give you a heads up, I have already been and looked at the Kia EV6 GT Line. It had done only 740 mile from new, being on the 23 plate. But again, mileage is superb, but if it's not got the spec I want, I'm not buying it. It's as simple as that. Leave it with you. Give it some thought. Let me know, because I will be making my mind up within the next 2 to 4 weeks, definitely. Because I've got MOT this, don't forget. So MOT on this is around late November time, I don't know, let's say the 22nd, 23rd. So that will all be done and dusted. And as soon as it's got an MOT, this will be going up for sale. And can I make it again quite clear before I end this? It is nothing to do with disliking Teslas. I love this thing. All right. It's just that the Tesla 2 is not coming out, and that's the one that I really, really wanted. There you go. Hope you enjoyed this one. Decide, let me know, comment below, subscribe if you've not. We'll work it from there. See you later, people. Thanks for watching, and subscribe, please. Bye for now.